Hey, we're live. All right. Okay, I'm trying to set it up there righteously, brothers. All right, here we go. Our first non-football. Well, no, not really. However, since the announcement anyway. So, I kind of cheated a little bit because I have had a Dortmunder and I have had Guinness. But I'm trying to remember, and I'm pretty sure that I've never had the black and gold. So that, I guess I'm kind of cheating because I know I like both of these, you know. But because I really like the Guinness toppers, I really wanted to start off with something that I kind of knew I would like, you know, which is a little bit of cheating, but you know, that's okay. So we are going to get started here. Or are we? How could I be on a minute already? Shows me being on a minute. Didn't I just like start this fucking thing? I don't know. Anyway, let's get started. First, oh, I got my glasses on. I'm in this little. Let's read the old Great Lakes bottle. Very informative, these guys. Yes, it's known for winning medals, hence the black and gold. Worldwide, but locally it's known as dork, or a flagship lager that humbly maintains its smooth, balanced, and charmingly, this is in the little thingy-dingies, and charmingly unpretentious ways. Brewed and bottled by Great Lakes Brewing Company, Cleveland, Ohio. So that's a pretty good start, right? We'll start with something made in our Cleveland, Ohio. So here we go. Got this nifty bottle opener that was a gift from my sister-in-law. She thinks I like beer or something. I don't know. Crazy women. You know how they are. Yeah. Bottle cap. We're not saving it. It's uncool to do that anymore. But as soon as we get some guys on here, I got somewhat of an apology. But we're going to start without you. Here we go. You're not supposed to touch the bottom of that glass. It's like illegal. Hopefully the sound, if I get somebody on, I can check the sound and make sure you guys can hear me pretty good. But that's pretty good looking beer. And what I do, you really kind of want to, when you do this, you want to use the head to get that, you know, to hold, you know, the cream of the. Kyle Preston, how are you, brother? Joe? Here for the first pour. Awesome. Well, you probably saw him doing a black and gold, and it is a great licks. It is the Dortmunder, with a Guinness topper. That is going to be my first beer try. As I told in the video, I am kind of cheating because I do like both these beers, but I don't believe I had the Guinness topper. With the Dortmunder, which is the black and gold, they call it. So, I don't know. Can you guys hear me okay? Hopefully the mic's working and everything. Yes. And now that we got a couple of guys here, hopefully it's not glitchy or something. It doesn't look glitchy to me. Looks like I'm moving pretty good. The Wi-Fi seems good. Messages. That was the apology that I have to make is for the Super Bowl, we did not receive any of your messages. So I kind of got my computer hooked up here I'm going to kind of stream it as I'm streaming it to make sure I can see your guys' messages. For some reason I get it through the computer, but I wasn't getting it from, oh wait a minute, I just got your messages. So it's obviously working, but my apologies. I thought nobody, you know, for the longest time, I thought nobody was just commenting for the Stupid Bowl. But here, I just wasn't receiving any of your guys' messages. So that kind of sucked, you know. We lost that interaction with you guys, which really is what the channel's kind of all about. I thought everybody was just kind of watching with us and just listening, you know. I didn't realize that there was a technical problem, which is kind of strange because YouTube was sponsoring the Super Bowl. Which, you know, I don't know, conspiracy theory or anything like that, but I'm going to try to stream this so I can really, so I don't miss any of your guys' messages, but I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. Here, let's refresh this, and maybe it'll be there. Refresher. Okay. So I poured my Dortmunder already. Normally you do want to kind of keep the head on there, so when you're dropping the Guinness on top of it, it helps get that barrier between the two beers. Yeah, I don't see it. I guess I'm going to have to search for it. Video manager. I wonder if it'll let me... Oh. And pardon me that, well, all I'm getting is my channel announcement, so I guess I'm going to have to actually go home. Where is home? There we go. And I'll pull it up. Oh, see, it just took me right fucking back. See, you know, it's fucking amateur hour, man. Amateur hour. Live streaming. There we go. All right. I am getting your. I'm getting them now, Joe. That during the Super Bowl, I didn't get any of you guys' messages, and I just remembered to check right before I got on today to see if you guys had actually messaged or not. And I did see that a lot. You know, Joe, I saw your messages. Who was it? The dude from Moscow, Raul Duke, I think was his name. Well, you know, I really appreciate. I think that might be the second foreigner. Yeah, Preston. Yeah, awesome. Kyle, I saw your comments too. You know, like I said, I have to apologize. We had no idea that any of you guys were messages the whole game. So, you know, which kind of, like I said, kind of sucks because, you know, you guys really make the channel awesome. I just got to find myself and see why. I guess I got to search my video. That's hilarious. Sorry for the pause in the beer drinking here. That really sucks. I'm trying to do this, but I can see your guys'. Yeah, it's a huge. Okay, there it is. See if I can pull this up, and now. Okay, I got the sound on. Oh, Roach Clip, that's you? Awesome. Cool. Got Joe and Roach going. Awesome. Okay, well, yeah, that's so much better having the fucking computer here to everything's like delayed. And I'm pointing. Oh, okay. Yeah, enough of that. I'm fucking entertaining myself here. Okay, so we did. We're doing the black and gold. That is Great Lakes Dortmunder that I poured in there first, and I have to take a drink. Oh, that is good. Yeah, that's good. That's good Dortmunder there. Or should I leave it right here? You guys can see it. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Okay, now we're going to top it with Guinness. And when you're topping these, if this interests you to top some of your favorite beers with Guinness, which I very much like, and I will explain this as this gets shallower here. I know it's weird. It's an ice cream scoop, but you see there's a little hole in there. You know, with the little presser there, a little plunger. You do want to kind of set the Guinness on there very gently so that it sits right on there and you get that wonderful, attractive, very attractive looking beer in my opinion. Oops, my beer farted. That's okay though. We like beer farts. I mean, just our own beer farts. Not somebody else's, right? Some fat guy or something. Oh, I was going to take a drink. I shouldn't. Should not do that. I should move that out of the way. So yeah, once again, that really sucked. I mean, the game was entertaining. It was great that, pardon me, that a lot of you guys were there. I didn't know who was there because, you know, you were all numbers because I didn't get your messages. One more drink. Another thing that I personally like to do that I don't think, like if you go to a bar and you say, okay, I want a black and tan, or I want a black and gold, or what's the other one, black and blue, they're probably going to go half and half on you, you know, with a regular glass. I like to have the whole beer in there first and just top it with the Guinness, you know. because I really just want the Guinness, and I'll explain as, like I said, as this gets shallower, why I love the Guinness topper so much. Okay, so we're gonna hit the little plunger. We're gonna give her a whirl. We'll do this right in front of you, see if it works. This is amateur hour, so if it doesn't work, it's just gonna be Guinness mixed with Dortmunder, and it'll still be good, but we'll just try again. You know, that's the fun part. Trying again. Oh, it's mixing. Gotta be gentle. Gotta be gentle. Yeah, foam up for me, baby. There we go. Success. Oops. Oh, I slipped. It's okay though, baby. It's okay. Shh. Okay. Oh, I'm nervous. It's looking good so far, though. You see it? Love it, love it, love it. That's going to be good. Oh, that's going to be good. Nice bitter on top. I believe they used to call this bitter. They might still. You know, I'm not in fucking England or anything. Okay, that's pretty good for maybe a little bit more. There we go. That's good. That's good. We're just gonna set our Guinness right here so you can't see my face. I'm just kidding. All right, that's good. I like it. A little towel there down. Let's. I'm gonna take a sip. Okay. I don't know how good you're gonna be able to see this because of the lighting. But you see the very wonderful Dortmunder on the bottom. And you got that nice dark blackness Guinness on top, nice cream. And that's bitter too. One of the great things about drinking these is because that the Guinness is so bitter, but it's kind of so light at the same time. It's really strange if you never had it. But and as you go down and you start biting into that other beer, it's like precious, you know. I don't mean like, well, maybe like gold. I don't know. But another great thing about this is that last drink. You know how that kind of last drink of your beer kind of sucks, especially if you're drinking out of a can or something like this. This process, in my opinion, kind of gets rid of that. So when you're down to that last drink, you really are loving it. You're wanting to finish that thing before you go get another or make another, or you know, wherever you're at. So let's administer some of this. So I just got just a little nip of that dork already, and that's a lot of the reason I don't go half and half is, you know, I kind of go like a third maybe on top, is because I want to start hitting that dork soon, you know. Not necessarily that Dortmunder's a superior beer than Guinness, because Guinness is a great beer, but I normally don't drink it straight. I'm usually topping it because I got something I like a little bit better, you know, underneath it. So here we go, and you're starting to see there. I don't know. I got about a half inch from the top there as I'm sipping it here. We'll go again, not so this ends quicker than we want, but what I do want you to see is I'm about an inch down now, and one of the things I was talking about with the boys at work is trying to find a better beer, or a beer that webs the glass better than Guinness, and that's why I really like topping these good beers with a Guinness. Is despite them maybe being a superior beer, one of the things that Guinness does is just makes it so much more attractive to drink. You know, when I go to grab my beer and I see that webbing down the glass, you know, I want another drink, you know. Boy, that's weird. I got this delayed reaction over here. It's fucking weird. But that's great. Look at that. Nothing really does that like a Guinness, and that's why I like drinking a lot of these. Or not a lot of them. Well, maybe I do like drinking a lot of them, but that's why I like to try to do this more often. I don't think I do it enough, to be honest with you. I think the only time I did it this year was one of our live streams. I did a cream of wheat, which is my my favorite so far. Even though, you know, Dort's a great beer, They're all pretty good. And hell, I suggest trying it with, I think I'd like to try it with a Killian's. I think Killian's is tasty enough to top with the Guinness. I don't know, maybe we'll give it a cool name or something. Be the first ones to invent, something like that. So, once again, I really wanted to apologize for the Patriots stupid bowl, not getting your guys' stuff, because that really did suck. I mean, even though Stumbler and I really had a good time watching it, and we both thought it was a really good game, despite everybody saying it was boring or whatever. We're sorry. That sucks, and I'll try to stop that in the future, but I don't know how. Because I'm an idiot. See how that is? I'm about 1.5 inches now. See how that Guinness just grabs the side of the glass like that. It just makes it a very attractive beer to drink. So, that's our beer for today. The old black and gold there. I do have a few... yes. Right. Wasn't that was a black and tan, wasn't it? Oh, sake bombs. What's a sake bomb? That was a harp. That wasn't a bass. I thought bass was the original black and tan. I could be wrong, because I think harp and bass were relatively close together, and I haven't had a harp in like a really long time. But bass used to be my one of my default beers too. That was really, I can't find it anymore, which really sucks balls, But I am happy with the Killian's too. But I have been unable to find bass, and the reason I like. I don't want to say I like it better, because I think I like the taste of bass better, because it's a little bit better tasting of a beer, I think. But Killian's is like $3 cheaper or something. We're probably both wrong, It's probably but hey, that's what we do. We trade ideas here, right? Malarkeys. That sounds familiar. Yeah, Guinness and harp. I think I've heard of that also. I think you guys are probably right, though. It was probably a harp first, and maybe some guys that started that really liked the bass like I did, just started substituting it. So, Willoughby. Yeah, Malarkey sounds really familiar. I mean, not just a bunch of malarkey, but I think I've heard of that place. Never been there, but I've heard of that place. But yeah, that's awesome. So, let's see. Let's get on to. Yeah, okay. I apologize for the stupid bowl stream. What did you guys think about the Super Bowl? I did just kind of glance through your guys' answers, because I think eventually I quit necessarily asking question. Ooh, Irish stew. Ooh, wow, what's in Irish stew? Is that like lamb or something? Sake. Now that's Oriental, right? It's like their. Is it their whiskey, or what kind of spirit is that? Isn't that like warm or something, or? Sake shot dropped into a half pint of light beer. Random Steely, welcome. How you doing, buddy? Japanese rice wine. Okay, so it's made with, wow, it's weird. There's shit made with rice and wheat and barley and all that shit. They fucking give us good shit to drink with it. That's fucking awesome. Yeah, it's kind of random. Oh, it's rice. It's a wine. Oh, Oh, I thought it was like a shot, like a whiskey. Yeah, can't say I ever had that before. So is it like delicious or something? How does it taste? It's something like that you can sip, or do you like shoot it, or do you drop it in a half pint of light beer, evidently, which is awesome. Oh look, yeah, that's so the Guinness is practically gone, but it's still its spirits are hanging around here, which I really like. Ooh, and then you get into that dork, and it's really good. It's really good stuff. So oh, okay, I see. So they got a bunch of different stuff that you can. Oh, that's cool. Oh, so okay, so it's like I guess it's kind of like that. They must have different proofs and all kinds of stuff, like a just like any of our stuff, I guess, right? You can get a 40 proof, an 80 proof, 120 proof. So they probably, I get it. So it's not necessarily like a one thing. It's a early. All right, hey, a couple of subjects I wanted to talk to you guys about that I kind of tried to articulate during the Stupid Bowl, but was kind of like the Jared Goff's marketability. I find very strange. You know, him being a number one pick. Random didn't hear about the goof up. Oh, oh yeah, I should re-apologize there to Random Steely. We weren't getting any of your guys' messages for the Super Bowl, and like I said earlier, I was a little surprised that YouTube had sponsored the Super Bowl, like at halftime and stuff. So I thought it was a little weird that we had that technicality that game, and they were, actually sponsoring the halftime show. So I thought that was really weird because I'm not having any trouble right now. Of course, I did get a, which I don't know. I get suspicious with that shit, because I'm kind of a fucking idiot. But I did get a bug fix that next day from YouTube. So I don't know. I can't help but think that there was a bug put out there, and just trying to help each other out. I don't know. It's just kind of weird because Monday I did get a bug fix, and of course I downloaded it because I'm too stupid to do anything about it. But so yeah, we didn't get any of your guys' messages, and like I got on, I checked that video and saw your guys' messages. So you guys were messaging. We didn't think you were messaging. And if you watched the show with us, I kind of articulated that nobody was messaging, but there's no way, obviously, to let me know that you know messaging, and I just wasn't seeing it. So I wasn't getting any of them, and I'm getting them through my computer. Whatever was wrong is fixed, and so that's cool. So I didn't download the bug. At least the computer might have done it automatically, downloaded the bug fix, but I didn't manually download it like we do our phones when we get bug fixes. And the computer had your messages, but my phone didn't. So I don't know. Maybe it could have just been an iPhone thing or whatever. But so sorry about that, guys. Um, yeah, jerk off. That I think is really interesting, and I have to compare him to Baker Mayfield because he is so marketable. Now, I do understand the differences, his numbers, the championship status. I do get that, but I know Jared Goff didn't have a great. He had a very bad first year. I think if I'm not mistaken, his quarterback rating for the year was like under 10 or something, and it was pretty. He had a pretty bad year. A lot of learning experiences that year, but he came back pretty strong last year, and looked really good. And he just got into the Super Bowl. And I'm not trying to necessarily just stick up for the guy. I just find it fascinating that Baker is so much more marketable than he is, and he just went to the Super Bowl, for God's sakes. I really don't think anybody thought he was going to win, despite how well they played. I mean, they only let the Patriots score once, and 2 field goals. I mean, they really kept the Patriots in check. And like I said, either way, I didn't necessarily. I guess I was kind of rooting for the Rams because it always seemed like they were behind somehow, even though it was 0-0 and 3-0. But despite seeing both sides of the benches, they both looked like they were shitting their pants, that they were going to lose this game, that somebody's going to pull ahead, and it was the Patriots too. But I think kind of like everybody else, I just kind of felt that the Rams weren't going to do it. Like they weren't going to come out and break out, and they didn't. So, but and I'm not necessarily fascinated with it. But Jared Goff, he's a pretty good looking guy. It's not like he's some fucking goofball or anything. So I'm curious what you guys think about. Is it just that Baker has that championship status already coming out of college? Him being the best, at least analytically, coming out of college. What do you think that disparity is there between the two of them? I mean, how do you guys feel about Jared Goff? I mean, he seems like a pretty good quarterback. He didn't particularly look great in the Super Bowl, but it's the Super Bowl, and neither one of them really looked great. For Tom Brady to not look good, that's pretty impressive defense by the Rams. So. I don't know. What do you guys think? I really can't explain why Jared Goff isn't marketable. That was one of the things I want to talk about. Oh, that's good. That's really good. Uh-oh, I'm getting that little thinking circle. I'm not getting it here. I'm just getting it on the old computer. Interesting. I didn't get a message since Random didn't hear about the goof up. So I hope we're not bugging out here and losing our messages, which would really suck. But yeah, that was one of the things I thought, I to this day, I still think very interesting that, obviously because they didn't win, they think they're never going to be back. And I get it, at least off the top of your head analytically, it's not very likely that they'll go back, but I don't think the Rams are just going to drop off the face of the earth either and just go down from here. I think Jared Goff's got room for low battery. How could I have low battery? That's weird. That is very strange. Oh, yeah. Are you talking about the Baker side of it, Joe? Is that what you're talking about? Oh, wait a minute. I get what you're saying. Like a lot of it's just kind of bullshit, just kind of people talking shit in a certain sense. But another thing I wanted to talk about, and it was the Browns rebuild thing. You notice everybody's talking a lot of rebuild lately. Even NBA, Major League Baseball. But for some reason, when it comes to the Browns, everybody kind of acts like it doesn't work. And chat just, oh, okay, I got a chat disconnected. Please wait while we try to reconnect you. Successfully connected. And there's Joe. I think it's just hype, but we'll see. Yeah, okay. Yeah, yeah. See, that's what that's kind of my point, Roach. Is it's not finished yet. You know, we're 1 year into Baker Mayfield, and we just kind of. It almost seems like we just kind of started in a certain, not in the, not necessarily. What the hell? This. Oh, my computer just shut off. That sucks. Oh, hey, there's Ronnie. Yeah, I just lost my computer. That sucks. How the hell could the battery be down? Randy, battery down. Oh, hey, Kyle. Okay, I'm strictly going with the phone here because I got this plugged in, so I'm going to be reading off my phone again, which kind of sucks because I can see better on the fucking computer that just went off like some kind of piece of shit. Anyway, back on the rebuild. Yeah, it does seem like we've been rebuilding for 20 years, but I mean, the whole Hugh era, the Haslam, I really consider that the rebuild. 16, 17, 18. I That's when the actual real rebuild I think started, where they um, really got rid of a lot of the guys that they thought were weighing the team down. Really brought in a bunch of rookies. I mean, a real turnover. The Hugh Sashi thing was a huge turnover, and Terry Pluto had a good YouTube feed the other day, and this is. I don't want to articulate that Sashi is some genius or anything, but the Brock Osweiler trade, which everybody was really pissed about. I mean, not only did they want him to start here, but they thought, monetarily with the pick and the money that was, like, I guess, wasted in a certain sense, we got Chubb with that trade. Now, I'm not saying that Sashi knew we would get Chubb, but Dorsey got Chubb with that second round pick. So it's kind of like Moohead Radio said, and I don't know if you guys watch him or not. I try to catch him when I can because he's got a good Brown Show too talk show. But it's almost as if things had to kind of happen this way. I mean, would we? Oh, right, yeah, yeah. I don't like the whole tank idea. I like the rebuild idea. I think you can do it successfully. I don't like the tank for picks. That just kind of wears weird on me. And kind of like off of what you said, Ron, is losing on purpose, man. That's just, how do you build anything off of losing, And I know we kind of did that, but you wind up getting rid of a lot of guys, and uh, kind of like the whole defensive line, how they some of those first, second starting guys, like Nassib in the game, they just got swept right out of here, And I think I don't necessarily think it was the right thing, but I know when you're dealing with, you're coming down to the 53, you have to make cuts like that to keep what you think is more important. So, I really do believe that our defense would have been better if we had some of these relief guys here, like Nassib and Brantley. It was a meter was the other one that got cut. They all kind of got cut at the same time. But I'm sticking to the fucking table. Anyway, so yeah, 1-15 and 0-16 did suck. I don't think it was necessary. And who knows? We might have got Baker at 4 or something like that. I'm not saying if we, I'm saying if we won some games, we wind up picking at the 4 spot or something like that. Now everybody kind of says in hindsight that they wanted Baker Mayfield, but I really don't believe that. Do you remember everybody wanting Sam Darnold? I mean, a lot of guys that I talked to personally really like Sam, and I still like Sam Darnold for that, for that matter, for that argument. But who was it? The Jets, or wait a minute, not the Jets. Somebody else said they were going to get. Oh no, yeah. Oh, Ron, are you watching that right now? Let us know what's going on, buddy. I am not watching it. I'm not watching any. I'm watching you guys. Is that stuff looking pretty good? Looking like some pretty good ball? I don't know why the hell am I. Oh, my. That can't be done. I'm gonna try and turn my computer back on. That's some weird shit. I don't know why it would shut down. Yeah, I got all kinds of fucking battery. I don't know why it shut down. Fucking government, man, shutting me down. Well, I'm gonna do their beer. Awesome. Got some Guinness. Got an empty dork. Orlando 40 points. Was it 40-0? Yeah, my shit just shut down. I don't know why the hell that happened. 40-6. Oh, here we go. We're right back at it. What the fuck? Why did my shit shut down? 40-6, huh? But it was still entertaining game, Ron? All right, I'm gonna have to get me another dork. I'm running a little dry here, guy. See that too? I don't know if you can really. I mean, look at that. That's what I mean by that webbing, that the Guinness gives you. And I know not everybody likes to drink Guinness, not everybody likes to drink Dortmunder. However, when I go to reach for that glass and I see that webbing, and look at it, it's still there. And I'm down to my last drink here, and I'm not going, oh my God, there's all my spit and shit, and I gotta drink it. I'm going, oh, that's good shit. I'm gonna enjoy that, and it tastes like. Oh, right. Yeah, that is a compilation. Wasn't it supposed to be like this? Or weren't they saying it was supposed to be kind of like for those guys that don't get drafted, or for the guys that don't get invited to the combine, they can go into this league and build a rep for themselves, and then eventually get into the NFL, which I think is a pretty cool idea. I mean, it sounds good on paper anyway. Right. And it's funny because, some of the guys I watch Tree Talks as one of the guys I like to watch. He does the Jaguars game because I don't get to see all the games, and I like Cody Kessler, so sometimes I'll chime in and he'll do or I do like he does, where he's just commentating the game, he's not showing it, and he's doing some of these games. So just in case you want to check that out, I think he's doing some of these games live, and it is Tree Talks, and he does a really good job of info about the Jaguars. I mean, way better than I do, which I guess sucks, but I do like the kid. He does a really good job. He is doing the AAF stuff. So in case you guys want to watch him, go check him out. But hey, I'm gonna get another beer set up here, and I'll be right back. So you have to excuse me. Oh yeah, take my roll. Oh, did you think that? Yeah. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard with that. The waters are so muddy with the years that he was here. But yeah, I don't want to get into any kind of explanation of Cody because I'll be here for hours. But yeah, I'm gonna get another beer, and I'll be right back. Oh, there we go. It's hot in here. we go. And I got my dork here. And my Guinness here. I'll be right back. Take a hit off a cigarette real quick. But I am right here. I am not gone. Lighting a quick smoke. Stick my head outside. And it's fucking freezing out. Everything's fucking crystallized out here. It's fucking weird. I don't know. It's got to be in the teens. Okay. You know what really sucks? I walk around with these fucking glasses on, you know? And I'm farsighted, so I get up and everything looks all fucked up, you know, because I can see far away and I got these stupid fucking Walmart jobs on. And it's like they're for reading. So I like get like all fucking stupefied. It's kind of weird. But here we go. Let's do another one. Hopefully I won't pass out after this. No, I feel good. I feel good, fellas. Got any Guinness? We're not going to touch the glass because that's illegal. Do not touch the glass. Shh. There you go. Give it a little head. Sorry, I was making myself laugh there. I'm going to let this settle a little bit because, like I said, I do like to pour the whole beer in there and not do a half and half because I really try to get to the dork sooner than probably most people. So, I don't know. It's, I guess, you know, everything's a matter of opinion, I suppose. Yeah, I think you're right, Ron. Why do I keep getting this stupid? Oh, I had today off, man. Good for you. That's a pretty good day off. Pretty cold, was it? Oh, yeah. Tampa, that's right. It's not cold there. What is it, like 60 there, Ron? Like 60 degrees there? Something like that, probably. I don't know. You're not wrong. Oh, it's 75. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, let me take another swig of this and then we'll top it again. Hopefully, I'll do just as good of a job as I did last time. Here we go, my gay little ice cream scoop there. There we go. Gotta lay it in there. Oop, did I go too fast? I'm going too fast. Oh, I'm not. It's perfect. And I left a little more in there than ooh, it's starting to move down. That's bad. That's bad. It's not that bad. I'm just barely tired. See, I didn't drink enough of the dork to make it a third there. But, I saw there's a message, Ron, but God damn it, I forgot what I asked you. Oh, yeah. Oh, the beer tasting? You know what? How about this, Ron? How about next Saturday? If I do it Saturday, I don't have anything in concrete. I do want to do one of these a week, because in a certain sense, football is over. You know, I don't want it to be, because there's always so much stuff to talk about. We got mock drafts coming out. There's so much football, pardon me, to talk about still. I thought, well, you know, we're actually not watching any games, but we can always talk football, and we could always do, you know, try some new beers, which is, the beer tasting, yeah. Joe, what's teaching us what you know? I don't know why, but that just sounds funny to me. Uh, I mean, I'll take recommendations too. I mean, if you guys got something that you really like and you want me to try it, I would definitely be into doing that. Um, what I was about to tell Ron, as a little dedication to Ron, all of you guys have been great subscribers, but I know uh, I haven't tried Pabst Blue Ribbon. I don't know. Let's see, I'm 47, so that's I don't know, 30 some years or something like that. I mean, it sounds a lot longer than it actually is, but I think I was a kid the last time I had a Pabst Blue Ribbon. So I think next weekend, if Ron's available over the weekend, well, I appreciate it, Joe. What I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to retry the PBR, and everybody's welcome to do that. And I don't know, maybe we could all do this together if you guys are willing to do it. But I don't know, almost as a test. I think I'm going to drink some PBR with Ron. I think I'm going to do. I think that's the next beer I'm going to try. So a little bit of a compromise, Ron, with your. I did see your comment before about trying classic beers. Because for the most part, you can see where I was headed into the micro beers, stuff like that. I'm just recalling. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. See, that's another part of my my apology is that I kind of just this kind of compiled today. So that was such a quick announcement. Hey, tonight I'm gonna blah blah blah. And that does suck. Almost a week ahead. I'm definitely going to do it on the weekend. It's easier, when the family goes to bed and stuff like that, to do this kind of stuff because I'm up, by myself and shit. So, and the dogs are sleeping. They're all fucking loud and stupid. But I think I want to do that. I think I'm going to do some PBR with Ron next week, and I'll probably give our what would you call it, like kind of a re-announcement during the week that's what I'm going to do, and try to pick a time. I'll probably be making an announcement like that where I'm going to try and do it at between. I'll try to start it between 12 and 10 and midnight. I kind of like that. I kind of chose that time. Not only is it the timing good for me, but you figure if you guys went out and you guys are coming back and you're just having a nightcap and you're just hanging out, talking Browns, talking NFL, trying a new beer, that's kind of, I thought maybe the timing might be good. So I do think I want to do that for Ron, though. I do want to retry some PBR, and I think that's what I want to try as a compromise because Ronnie likes a lot of those classic beers, those old domestic beers, like he was saying, like Miller and. Oh, awesome! Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great. And of course, nobody has to do anything, but it has a little dedication to the subscribers and stuff like that. And you don't know how much we appreciate you guys being here. But just to keep this channel going, keep talking football. I'm not going to be doing any baseball games. I'm not going to be doing any basketball games. It's not because they're not great sports. They're just not necessarily my sports. Stumbler really digs some baseball games, but he hasn't suggested doing a baseball game or anything. Baseball games kind of hard to call. Just because there's so much analytics involved. I mean, the guys that do this are they're just really pros, And I really wouldn't want to offend any diehard baseball fans by doing that, by saying I might know a little bit about baseball and be able to articulate a commentary. Because those guys really are, they're pros, man. They just got all the facts. It's a stat fest, man. You ever listen to the game on the fucking radio? I mean, between every pitch, these guys are just barking out these numbers about every guy, and it's like, it's almost overwhelming. Anyway, I think I'm rambling a little bit, but I do want to do that. I do want to try a different beer every week, and I do consider the compromise with Ron next week kind of trying something new, because my tastes have changed over the years, and I really that really does interest me to try to retry PBR and see if it is something that I could consume for an evening, and I'm probably just going to do that. I think that's, but I am taking suggestions. If you guys got anything that you guys think's really great, we'll chalk it up as, oh, we got some apple crumb. See, there is something weird with the chat, because I'm getting you guys here, and then I look on the computer and it's saying chat disconnected. Please wait while we try to reconnect you. Okay, now it's successful. Now it's saying, hey, we're in a tall boy for. Okay, don't stumble. I went and got some Apple Crown Royal. Damn, I got fucked up with that. Good for you, Ron. I hope you were safe. I hope you didn't get manhandled or anything. Think recommended and one of your choice would be great, honestly. I think a recommended and one of your choice would be great. Oh, so am I articulating this correctly? Right, the weekly beers. Yeah, I'm up for yeah, both. Just fell that shit. Is that one of those swivel chairs? And was it one of those jobs, ice cream cone right in the face, Oh, so you're saying either or? If I just started just choosing beers, right. I do want to try different stuff though. So I am taking recommendations also. There's so many. Jesus Christ, man. You know how competitive the microbrewery world is now. I mean, there's so many beers out there. So many light beers, so many imitations of, or we did it better than you kind of stuff going on, man. That's got to be rough. I mean, there's a lot of beer flowing too, so I don't know how rough necessarily it is, but oh, don't tell me it's shut down on me again. Oh, for God's sakes. Yeah, I think you're right, Ron. Yeah, they definitely they get their money's worth out of that. Man. Just think, some of these places charge 10, 11, 12, $14 for one beer at a bar. Oh wow, that does look pretty good there, doesn't it? Look at the horizon. That was a pretty good one. Now, like I said, I don't do the half and half. I do like a third, 2/3 with it, because I do like Dork a little better than the Guinness. Now, if it was the other way around, I would probably do a half and half. And look at that webbing. Look at that. I mean, that really sticks. I love that cling to the glass stuff. Yeah, you're right, Ron. Overpriced is. That is true. That is very true. Why the fuck does this keep shutting down? I have no fucking idea. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I do. I will pay. Bam. Oh, there we go. Wow. holiday mix. So that's like a mix 12, and all 3 or 4 of them are all holiday flavors. Is that correct? Do I understand that correctly? So what? There's like a Christmas ale, a cherry. I'm trying to guess. Oh, what the hell else would they have? Oh, cold winter. Did I try that? Didn't I try that? I think I tried that. Cold winter was one. Yeah, Sam Adams does have good beer. I often get those recommended to me. Rarely do I try them because Sam Adams is not a bad beer by any means. But the Great Lakes are a little bit more wholesome. And I mean wholesome, but like bigger taste or longer taste. Actually, it's not bigger. Like the initial taste, it's like longer. Like from start to finish, and Jesus Christ, I sound like I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I mean, I don't sound like I know what I'm talking, or I act like I know what I'm talking about. But actually, those I think they're winter moons or something. What was it called? What the hell were those things? Cold winter. I think that's what they were called. They were I think they were a Belgian wheat, which is my favorite. If I had a particular beer that I do like, the Belgian wheats are like my favorite because they're the lighter, tastier, in my opinion, beers. But yeah, I think I got fucked up pretty quick on those, which I was a little surprised because I'm pretty sure it was a Sam Adams. Or was it? You know what? I might be wrong. God damn it. Cold Winter, I think it was called. Was it Shock Top? Oh, so you know what I'm talking about, Ron. Was that what it was called? The Shock Tops? You might be right. I'm trying to think of why I thought it was a Sam Adams. Was it sitting right next to it or something like that? But it's got like a... Oh, what the hell color is it? It's like blue and black. Like the 6-pack. That's what it looks like. Real, kind of spooky almost. Yeah, Shock Top. That's what it was. That's what it was that I had. And yeah, I did get buzzed pretty quick, I think. Which isn't always a bad thing, but usually I like to sit and drink a bit. I mean, when we watch the games together, I'll drink 7 or 8 Killians, and I don't feel all fucked up and stupid. I feel stupider, but I'm not going naked in a fetal position, sucking my fucking thumb. Oh, you're talking about the Christmas sale, Dad.